Hello everyone and welcome to another What I Think figure review. So here he is, I finally have him. So for those wondering where I got this, it wasn't from Toys R Us or Forbidden Planet. I actually had to go to eBay in the end to get these. Had to pay a little bit more than the markup price, but it's definitely been worth it. I just got tired of waiting for Forbidden Planet to ship. My local Toys R Us didn't have any, so I just finally decided to get them off eBay. And I have to say, I'm not disappointed. So, let's start off with the box. Nicely presented, as always, we've come to expect with the collector's edition. Usual nice display, accessories, nice fixed, display of the figure. 8th Doctor, Night of the Doctor, tells us who it's from. Underground Toys label under here for some reason. It's also the same on the back. Usual stuff on the side, and then on the back we have the usual blurb, which is always, it's nice to have these bits because, you know, this is telling us a bit about the 8th Doctor, but then it's also telling us a bit about the Time of the Doctor episode, you know, the episode that the figure's from, which is good. Nice representation of the figure, very, very good. Telling us what's in it, usual bit of blurb, and same view, side view you can have on it. So yeah, it's a very nice presented figure. I definitely think this is going to become one of the big collector's pieces, so I would highly recommend getting 2 of these if you can. But let's move on to the figure itself. So, starting off with the accessories, let's separate them out. So, sonic screwdriver, very nice, very nicely designed and detailed. Again, it's hard to catch these little details on camera, but I do my best. Now, my previous 8th Doctor figures that I've bought had a sonic screwdriver with him, but I don't believe, and I could be wrong, I could very well be wrong, but I don't believe the other ones that I've had the detailing of the red diode and also the gold band around the edge. So it's nice to see those touches here on this screwdriver. It's a nice little addition, nice little touch and detail for that to be there. So it's a nice change. It's a nice addition. Makes this this one a little bit more extra. Chalice, very nicely designed. Bit of an odd accessory, this one, if I'm honest. It's a little bit bendy as well. It's made out of very, very soft plastic, so that could break quite easily if children play with it quite heavily. But as I said, it's a bit of an odd. Accessory, but for the figure, it fits in perfectly because it's such an integral part of the mini episode. In terms of the accessory itself and for the figure, it works brilliantly. But it is a bit of a standalone accessory, but it is very, very nicely detailed, very well sculpted, and it certainly adds something special to this set. Now, another accessory that is on here, and I know it's something that lots of people have queried, is whether the bandolier can be removed. Yes, it can. Very simply, it's not fixed on or anything at all. It's basically the same as it's seen in the War Doctor figure. For some reason, it's got metal, silver holdings. Why? I'm not quite sure. We saw the same thing on the War Doctor figure, but not in the episode. So it's a bit of a strange one to have, but it's still very nice, very nice little extra piece. Can be fitted onto other figures, and obviously can be changed over depending on which side you want it to put on. It's a nice little extra piece. The fact that it can be removed is very good because I know a lot of people were complaining about the fact that he didn't wear the bandolier in the episode. So the fact that you can remove it is a very big bonus, I think. On to the figure itself. Now, personally, I think this is probably the best collector series figure we've seen so far. It's so well detailed. It is absolutely superbly put together, and I really can't. I can't really get into how amazing this is until you've got it in hand. It's so well designed, so well put together. The head is absolutely brilliantly sculpted. That's a really good sculpt, because the one thing that I noticed with the the head that came with the War Doctor. It was a good head, good sculpt. Didn't look unlike Paul McGann, but it was very like his appearance that we've seen him in the early Dark Eyes, the first one. And it's only sort of recently that we've seen in the recent Dark Eyes on the covers and in Night of the Doctor that he has this more sort of wavy hairstyle back. So the fact that we've had that back in this figure, I think it works very, very well. And this certainly this head is much better than the Paul McGann head that came with the War Doctor figure. They can be swapped. It's a little bit stiff, but it does. Careful. The head can be removed, so the heads can be swapped over if you prefer. The War Doctor version of the Paul McGann head, I don't currently have one to hand, unfortunately, so I can't show you what that looks like, but the heads can be swapped over, which I think is certainly a plus if people want to, who've made their own Dark Eyes figures, would prefer to use this head. Costume is absolutely superbly designed, lots of nice little detail, you know, such as things like the belt, the chain, nice metallic sort of look to the waistcoat. I think that works very well. Boots, very well designed. It's just overly very well sculpted. The joints are very nice. You've got nice, ball shoulder joints. No ball joint on the elbow, which is a strange one, as we've seen that on other figures, but just overall it does come together very well as a figure, and there is a lot of it that that is very hard to capture on camera. How well detailed this is. I definitely think this is a #1 buy. If you're thinking of getting it, I would highly recommend it, and it is certainly a figure that is definitely going to stand out in the collector's edition series. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, favourite, subscribe, share, it really helps me out a lot, and I shall see you all with another video very soon.